I'm Skipp Benzing.
And I'm Keysha Benzing.
And we're B Squared Training Systems. Today we're going to be talking about the proper jumping technique and progressions into performing a powerful and efficient jump. The first step that we like to take our athletes through is to first teach them the power stance. We're going to start in the side angle. From here the athlete is going to dip down into about a half squat position, standing on the ball of the foot with the heel elevated. Toes will be light to the ground. The ankle, knee, and hip joints will be slightly flexed. Chest will be in an upright position with an arched low back, arms swung back, ready to pendulate forward. Within this same position, we'll also show it from the front so you can see a few positions of the knees. And in the front view position, the athlete again will be down in the half squat. With here now we can see that the ankles, knees, and hips are all in perfect alignment, giving us powerful upward motion. The athlete must be able to hold this position for a minute and a half before we progress on to our next movement, showing integrity and stability within the knee, ankle, and hip, and also holding a strong back for the full minute and a half. Once the athlete has shown stability and integrity within the power stance, we are now able to move on to the second step. In the second step, we will be teaching the athlete how to absorb the shock of a landing or the dip phase of the jump. In this step, we'll have the athlete start from their tiptoes with their arms up and slowly go down into the half squat, finishing into that power stance again with the hands back, arched chest, knees in line with the hips and the feet. And then holding this position, the power stance, for a predetermined amount of time, maybe 5 seconds, it may be 30 seconds, and then returning back up to the tiptoes under control and holding the top position, again, for a predetermined amount of time. After they show integrity and stability within this position, we'll start to speed this up. So now we'll go slow, down and up. Again, if they are able to show this position very well, we will then move up the speed to faster until the point where we're going directly up and down, one right after the next. Once the athlete has shown stability and integrity within the standing absorbing shock squat, we will then progress the athlete up onto a box. We're going to start with a 6-inch box. From here we'll have the athlete stand erect, and they will hop off with both feet at the same time, striking the ground with the ball of the foot, swinging the arms back, and holding the power stance again. And then up from there, back up onto the box, stepping up only for now. Again, standing tall, hopping back and hitting with bent knees, and then right into that position. Again, standing up, back up to the top. One more time through. One coaching cue again as we hit, bending the knees before we strike the ground, holding with the chest up, hands back, and a solid, strong, low back. Once the athlete shows that they are completely capable of absorbing the ground and absorbing the shock, we will then start to teach the athlete how to jump up. From here, we're going to start in the power stance. So again, we will put the athlete into the power stance that we had discussed earlier. From here, we will now have the athlete jumping up, landing on top of the box with as quiet as feet as possible. Okay, jumping up, swinging the arms up, landing softly in the power stance except for the arms will be forward. Stepping back down, we're going to start in the bottom, pausing and hold. Again, we can hold for 5 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever we wish to. And jumping with full extension of the hips, knees, and ankles, landing softly on top of the box. Good. From here, we can immediately progress the athlete into the next position, which is starting from an erect, standing, tall position, going down into the power stance and pausing, and then again, jumping with full extension, landing softly on the box. Again, one more time, standing in a nice, tall, tiptoe position. We're going to dip down to the power stance, the bottom of the dip, and return with full extension, landing softly on the box. To further this progression, one more time, we will now have the athlete stand tall again on their tiptoes. As they dip, they will immediately return back up into the jumping position, landing softly on the box. Go ahead, and landing soft. Stepping back down, standing tall, dipping into the bottom, and jumping up. Good. And this closes our jump training progressions for the day. Obviously, there are many more jump progressions that we can go on to from here. This is just a simple little breakdown of jumping mechanics to help the athlete get started on their way to a more powerful and efficient jump. If you'd like to look into more of our training programs that we have here at B Squared Training Systems, please check us out at www.hittersports.com.